I want to welcome you to the first annual Patriotic Awards Banquet of the Garland County Tea Party.
Father, we are grateful for the country in which we live. We thank you so much for the Judeo-Christian ethics that helped us to found this country.
Bright and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. Let freedom ring, let the world just sing, let the whole world know that today is the day of reckoning.
And then we have the active patriots. Those are the people that I want on my team. Those are the kinds of people that when gunfire is happening, they run to it, not away from it. They run to it with their guns, of course. These are the kinds of people who you can count on. They're the ones out there when you've got a petition you're circulating, trying to make a change in your city for the better. They're the ones out there knocking on doors and approaching people and saying, this is what we stand for, this is what's going to happen if the city council votes for this. Could we get your support? Would you sign this saying that you agree with us that this is the wrong thing?
Congratulations to the Patriotic Volunteer of the Year, Clay Herman, for the outstanding contributions to the patriotic spirit in our community. 2016 Patriotic Awards Banquet, Garland County Tea Party. Mayor Ruth Carney.
I sure hope this doesn't divide the county and the city again.
Springs Daily.
I'll be damned. How's that working out? This is for Jack McGregor and Jerry Neal and Bruce Friedman. Thank you.
Patriotic Business of the Year, the Gun Trade.
You're going to get a lot of flack for this, you know that. You're going to hear about that from those liberals tomorrow.
Stay on the line. How many times can you say G, 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 G?
I get to go on the Dick and Tone show. No, disregard information, we have had one recall in Arkansas. That was for a city director in this city. And there's a petition going around right now. I hope all of you will sign. Tori down here is in charge of it. We're winning, folks.
Thank you. The winner is George Pritchard.
Thank you. It's a wonderful honor. Thank you. I just want y'all to know that there's so many people that push and pull and tug, and I'm doing it for them. But most of all, I do it because it's the right thing, and there's so many people in our community. They don't have a voice. They probably don't know how to stand up, and they don't even know where to begin. But that is our community. We have a lot of people that are poor. I'm always on our city. I've been accused of not being on the county. Well, the county gets it right most of the time. The city's going to have to start getting it right once in a while. Thank you for this honor. I really appreciate it.
Diana Collins.
I just want to share this with every lady that's out there. Because of you, I see so many role models that are out here, and I was blessed to be raised by role models. I love you and thank you for loving our country and keep up the good work.
Dr. Jackson.
So you couldn't be serious when I said I'd quit being chairman if you didn't give this to me. Hey, I am thrilled. In 2012 was when I first started getting involved in conservative things, conservationist things, constitutional things, and I stand on the shoulders of Diane Silverman and many others before me. If it wasn't for you, darling, there wouldn't be a Tea Party in this city. That's right. So, you should have listened to me. And I thank you all who were voted, and I will cherish it. Thank you.
There was no decision to make other than the one that was made. It was, I don't know how to start, other than this person has been involved in God and country events, prayer meetings, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of things in and outside our community here. And I felt that I've been involved with those things for probably 35 years or more, alongside of her in many of them. And this is a woman of God. Unfortunately, she's very ill in the hospital right now. Couldn't be here tonight. But Tamara, would you guys come up? This is for Hetty Lou Brooks.
My favorite person in the whole world is in the hospital right now. And she is the most patriotic woman I know. She loves God with every fiber of her being. And she is my mentor, my spiritual mother, and my best friend. And I know she would just be blown away by this award tonight. And she does not feel deserving of it, but she would be so thrilled. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, girl.
Number one, you are a fighter, and you got that knockout punch. You are a champion, and I'm presenting this set with Muhammad Ali's personal gloves that my dad made for him.
Wow.
For your gloves. You are a champion.
Thank you.
And I have a smaller one, a wonderful woman that is a marksman.
Here. Okay, that's my wife, right? No, I'm just kidding. Jan, you're accepting your award from here.
Well, I am here with Jan Morgan, who tonight delivered a very powerful first annual Patriot Awards for the Garland County Tea Party. So, can you tell me a little bit about some of your message tonight?
Basically, the message I have for people tonight is I wanted patriots to get fired up.
we're facing probably one of the most pivotal points in our nation's history. And as I told the Patriots tonight, what's going to happen in this election is it's going to be America's finest hour, or it's going to be America's darkest day. And that's really what it's come down to. And if we don't win, if we don't get a conservative in the White House, we are in serious trouble. And I don't know how we're going to be able to recover from that. So my message was, get fired up, get involved, become an active patriot, not a closet patriot, not a lip service patriot, but an active patriot. So hopefully I have lit a fire tonight under the seats of a bunch of folks.
You also defined the American dream and made people think about
how it's moved, it's
Yes.
transformed.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there was a time way back in the dark ages when I was a little girl, that when you ask people, how do you define the American dream? What does the American dream mean to you? What people would say was things like, they talked about things that were principles of freedom, of liberty. That was the American dream, being free. Nowadays, when you ask people, so how do you label the American dream? What does it mean to you? You'll hear things like, career success, a nice house in the finest neighborhood, rich and famous, those kinds of materialistic things. And once you move a society from viewing a dream for a country from the principles of liberty and freedom, from that to materialistic things, you have a definite decline in moral values in our society. And we've got moral decay happening here, and it is the beginning of the loss of total freedom, moral decay. So, that's what I want people to understand, to look at that and, wow, we really have moved. We really do think of it in that way now. We've got to get back to the way our founding fathers thought of it. And I guarantee you, if you were to ask George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Patrick Henry, any of those guys, how do you define the American dream? The first thing they would have said is liberty.
Well, you certainly delivered that message to me.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I didn't know what I was going to say until I got here. My husband kept asking me, what are you know what you're going to talk about? I'm not one of those kind of people that writes a speech. I said, I just need to get there and get a feeling of the crowd and get a sense of the crowd, and I'll decide when I get there. And that's what I did. And I hope it didn't sound like I was rambling tonight. But yeah, definitely wanted to get that across. Hopefully we have some patriots ready to get busy for the conservative movement and for restoring our constitutional republic.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you. You bet.